What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the Biotech Buzz, your favorite show for all things biotech stocks. You might not know this, but this is actually my second time today saying this intro because the first time I did it without actually hitting the go live button. Clearly, I am just not functional today. But today, someone who is probably a bit smarter than me, Vivi, my host for this show, the lady you guys come to see and get the information from. How's it going, Vivi?
Good. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Kind of. Oh yeah, they're already asking about it. Any
Yes, I
update on
see
ORPH?
that.
That's what they want to hear.
Well, let's put ORPH on. Let's put the minute chart in. I alerted it at $10.
Yep. Look, give me a second. I'll put my chart up. Let's get my screen share started. Here we are. Nice. All right. So ORPH. Kind of a minute. I'll get the minute chart up. There we go.
Yeah, I have sweaty hands. I'm nervous. So Tuesday on the show, I told you guys that I was gonna buy ORPH. I bought it at $10. Yesterday went all the way to 23. A lot of us banked. I trimmed just a little bit because I do believe we're gonna get an approval. Super risky, but the way that the stock is behaving today is very similar to what I saw at KMPH, very similar to what I saw at TRVN. There's a stop loss rate everywhere. They want to grab your shares for cheap. So right now it dipped all the way to $12.91 and it's now $15.95, almost at $16 a share. So I gave you guys over 115% yesterday. So if we don't get approval, don't blame me because I give you guys over 100% in gains. But I do believe we'll get approved. And here's the reasons why. There's nothing out there for that disease. It's a rare disease. Around like 2,000 patients in the US. It's going to be for NPC. It's a very, very debilitating disease. And there's nothing out there to be approved. So the team, the launch team is already ready to go. I looked at the leadership. It's really cool. Like the US president used to work at Takeda and Shire. And, you know, Takeda has a handful of rare diseases. And then the CEO was at Amgen. So really, really good companies that these people left for to launch this drug. So I am feeling very good about it. Obviously, it's for me, it's going to be a hero or zero. Is either going to go to $7 or going to go to 65. I do believe we can get 65 after hours because of the float and the amount of short interest. So I think we can push this up a lot. And we do have the sister company that licensed to them, which is the CTXR. And it's not moving at the same rate as the other one, you know, CTRX, I think.
Is it Sidious or is it another one?
It's not Sidious. So it's maybe CYTR. It's I think CYTR is the sister company. Let me see that it's also waiting for the approval, but is not behaving as well as yeah, I think it's CYTR.
Yeah,
CYTR.
There's headlines about ORPH. Yep.
Yeah, CYTR. I have my eyes on it too because I think it would be a really good trade after hours as well. So I would keep my eyes on both, you know. And then BCRX, still a buy at this level if you can put it up. I believe that we'll see 25 by August and that they're going to be earnings again for Q2. And my price target is $100. And I have no doubt we get there like in 3 to 4 years. So I'm still a firm believer. It's my biggest hold. So, and then you guys can put a KMPH. It's having a good run lately too. So, and the reason I keep saying about these stickers, guys, because I do feel like there's still an upside potential. My price target here for KMPH is $30 by the end of the year, so we still have 100% upside. And I think that the team is amazing, and the launch is in July. And then I wanted to talk to you guys also. Can you put us SPPI, Rohan, because we're still waiting on news over there. SPPI, we're still waiting on a news of approval for a neutropenia drug. I'm holding that through as well. And then if you can put ARDX, this is going to be a huge potential. I see a 12 to, I think a $12 to $14 a share up on approval. And I'm very certain that they're going to get approved. So I'm holding my shares through it as well. And then look at our ORPHGs, 1568. And then wanted to go, and I'll start reading some of the questions here. I gave you guys a price target. I gave you guys what my expect PT on BCRX is what I told you guys. And
here's
then
go ahead. From NCal. He says, so I believe this is in regards to ORPH as well. He says, if it gets approved, will it tank like KMPH after approval?
Okay, so this is my strategy for any PDUFA for ARDX. Unfortunately, it's seldom used. I will sell 80% and then buy back. So I will sell up on the day of the news. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of day traders out there. Unless you're just concerned about capital gains, I want to hold it. But my strategy, I sell 80%. I'll leave you 20% just in case there's a buyout announcement the next day. But I will buy if this company gets approved. I think ORPH has a huge potential to get bought out by Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson Actelion has a drug for NPC, but it's not approved in the United States. So it's approved in Europe and is generic. So I feel like Johnson & Johnson would be a good candidate to buy a drug that's going to be approved in USA. So that's my strategy for, we'll probably sell after hours and then keep some just in case there's an acquisition. So, and anybody else on the chat, Rohan?
Yeah, so I mean, there's a couple more questions.
Yeah.
I don't see anything in regards to ORPH.
No, it's
a couple
okay.
people want to hear about CTXR again. And one that we haven't talked about on the show a whole lot on this show is DMTK.
I don't know about this company, DMTK.
I believe someone came on the Power Hour a couple months ago to talk about it.
And then somebody was asking me to dive deeper and CELB. I really like CELB. Gene therapy is the future, but CELB, you got to look at the catalyst, what's going to come up, because there's not a lot of, there's nothing closer to commercialization. So companies that are away from commercialization, they're going to need money to run trials, right? So I would have liked be in and out of CELB. I'm waiting for a dip on CELB that I can buy and put on my set it forget it account with the BNGO is also on my set it forget it account. I'm looking at here trying to see, can you also put up for me SCSN?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so, okay. Let me just hear my positions. This is also on my IRA. SCNN, I bought it at a $4.13. PDUFA is in August. I feel very confident in a drug. I think they have a unique drug coming. I will, if you guys want it, I will try to get a nice summary of the drug and what's for, and I'll post on my Twitter. It's been a while since I posted DD on that, but it's my, after ARDX is my next PDUFA. It's going to be SCSN. And then if you can put SCNS as well. we're waiting for, I have a $2 calls for July on here. We're waiting for the approval of their monitor for 180 days. I told you guys, I think this is going to be a powerhouse company. Roche Diagnostic owns 10% of the company, and I'm converting my 30 contracts into 3,000 shares at a $2 each in July, because I believe this will go to $10 a share. So that is another hold of mine. And Antac merger, I bought some money. Can you put in TEC? So I bought an Antac before the reverse split, because I liked that they had a more cash in hand than market cap. And I finally decided to buy some today on that dip for the merger next week. But this merger talks have been going on for a long time, but the stock's behaving really well. So I'm holding with the hopes that we are going to go get a merger. So, and then I'm writing down here maybe for next week, guys, GLSI. Wouldn't it be cool, Rohan? We should have it would have been cool if the show was like after 1 o'clock. If we got a news of FDA approval, it would be like fireworks. That would be really, really cool.
That would be awesome. That'd be like the best timing.
I know. I think the if I like Sam, I should check out and Mar RD. I will check and Mar RD. And then I'll take a look at an AGN for sure. You know, you guys asking me the analysis on AT&M. You know, I'll go look in their 10K. I will see how much money they have, what their cash burn is. So I was telling you guys, I love LCTX, but they have a $50 million in cash and the burn rate is $5 million a quarter. So they only have 10 months left. And how are they going to raise money if they don't have a product that they can sell? By doing offerings. So that's how I like to do my dollar cost average and accumulate on companies that I feel like it's going to be an amazing company. This one, I think it's going to be a multi-bagger 5 years from now, just like it happens to, you know, ARWR, Arrowhead, and also Fate, FATE. They went from $2, $3, $4 a share to $100 a share. And somebody here, Quebec, wow, a donation. Can I give you my Venmo? And I'm just kidding. Didn't get that donation for myself. And I was just like, oh, thank you, Vivi, and keep up the great work. BCRX and ARDX. ARDX, so when we get, because I do believe that nephrologists will write this drug first line. I really do believe it because of the pill burden. I have 10,000 shares. I'm probably going to sell like 8,000 shares at the day of approval, leave it 2,000 shares there, because I do believe that there's they're going to do well in sales, and there's a future for this company. The institutional ownership is like almost a 90%. So there's another thing that I look in, and when I look into bio, what is the toots are doing? You know, do they believe in the company? Are they behind the company financially? So ARDX has all the toots, and so there's almost 90% in institutional ownership, and it goes to BCRX is really high too, it's 80%. So that's another way for me to see, like, is this company is going to be a failure or this company is going to be a success? So, and I like to invest companies that are very close to commercialization, because, you know, they're going to become profitable, right? They're going from micro cap to finally to become a mid cap company, which, by the way, you know, BCRX got completely bumped out of the micro cap, you know, because now they'll become bigger. They're like $1 billion, you know, $1 billion company now. So, okay, let me see here. Okay, I like the float. That's another thing, guys, especially like for me, like buying bios with a small float close to catalyst is a huge money maker, you know, so you can buy, sell half on that up, you know, on that uptrend, make a bank, and then, you know, it's going to drop like a hot potato because it's a short float, but you can then buy back. So I love checking floats of stocks as well. So I am going to look at it and NMRD for sure. Okay. Thanks, Mana. She's cute. Thanks. Okay, let's see more. Okay, so they CTR XR has a meeting. I will take a look at that as well. And let me see. Okay, so when I told you guys about Kala, KALA, it was around $5 a share, $5.20 a share, and now it's a $5.87. So we are up. What is the percentage? I don't see the 12%. Not bad, right? For a few months. We bought that like a couple months ago. So I think Kala has a huge chance to take over the market for dry eye, and it take shares of a Novartis. And I think Novartis would be really stupid not buying their medication because it's better than what Novartis has. Novartis takes months for that. This one, it takes just weeks to resolve. So it's a huge market. And I believe that Kala is on my set and forget it. I bought it, for, like I told you guys, I have for $5.20, and I'm just holding with that potential of a buyout for sure. And I think that would be it. Anybody, any more questions at all? Let me see.
I think we had let's see. Did we look at RDHL?
RDHL. No, let me just go back here. What happened to
Red Hill Biopharma.
Yeah, I think we saw that. I don't remember what was the verdict on that one. I have to check again. What is the ticker?
RDHL.
RDHL. Okay, guys. Oh, we want to put the ORPH chart back? It's a 1595. This is, no, let me see. It's 1544. This is so nerve-wracking. Oh my God. Okay, so I can see here it's on consolidating nicely here on around that range. So hopefully we can shoot up again a little bit. So like I said, it's nerve-wracking. It can go to $7, but it also can go to 50 because the amount of a short seller, and I think the float is only at 20 million. So that's why I'm betting on it. So let's hope. And any other questions?
Okay. A couple other HBT.
Okay. So I used to have HTBX before the merger. I don't know what happened afterwards, but I lost my ass on this stock and I just sold. I lost my patience, but I used to have it. I liked it. So I will check HEBX and just to see, what's new. And somebody was asking me about ENOB. Let me just, since we have time, I will check in my computer here just really quick just to see what the company looks like. Let me see. Okay. ENOB. Okay, AGRX. Okay. Oh, you guys are. I like Myovent as well. Myovent. Didn't we get approval on Myovent, or they got a CRL? I'm not too sure what happened. AGRX.
What's the ticker on that one?
MYOV. Can you check what was the latest? Because we were supposed to get an approval in May, and I don't know if we did. I don't know if we did.
So, let's see, FDA approval in May.
Okay.
Oh, one sec. Receive FDA approval for first one daily. It looks like they got some sort of FDA approval.
Okay. So I am going to tell you guys right here why I think ENOB is not a good choice. Can you put that up for me?
Yep.
Okay. And I mean, I worked for Gilead, right? I mean, Gilead has the best of HIV treatments. Gilead has the best of HIV prevention. Vivi is coming with an injection to compete with Gilead on HIV prevention. Enochian has everything in preclinical. Why? It's a crowded market unless you completely curing. I mean, the drugs that we have right now for HIV, you pretty much you have your non-detectable CD4 cells, so you pretty much undetectable. If you are taking an HIV medication from Gilead, like Biktarvy, you essentially can have sex. If you are undetectable, you can have a sex without protection to someone else because they cannot detect the antibodies in your system. So we haven't yet found a drug that is gonna prevent the CD4 cells from going in and completely kill it without having to take it every single day, like prevention, right? Because how the prevention is patients will take usually need 3 therapies for HIV. You usually need Descovy plus TBK. That's 3 arms. So Descovy plus TBK is Biktarvy. And Biktarvy 1 pill a day can bring you to undetectable levels. But we haven't yet found. So if you pull Biktarvy out and take BTK out, and you only have Descovy, if you take every single day, you have up to 100% prevention for being infected with the virus. But until we find a company that you pretty much take 1 pill after you got diagnosed with HIV and be cured, or take for 6 months and be completely cured and not returning, because these drugs, you get your levels, your CD4 levels back if you stop the medication. So you can't stop. This is for life. They're going to have to take these medications. Unless you're curing HIV, I would never invest in a company that's bringing these products out when you have a monster like a Gilead that has the best class in therapy to prevent and to treat HIV. So ENOB is a no-go for me, is a Me Too drugs, and HBV too, Hep B. It's been, Gilead has the best of the best. I wouldn't even touch this company. So that's my opinion, So, and then when they say, is Gilead going anywhere? You know why Gilead's not going anywhere, guys? I had a lot of shares from Gilead. I have a lot of employee purchase shares from Gilead. I had 3,000 shares of Gilead. And now what I did, I dumped them all. Why I dump them all? Because I was able to triple that money over and over by picking stocks like BCRX, CLCK. Gilead had this purchase. They bought Kite for $10 billion. And for me, that was a flop. They haven't been able to get their money back. Pardon Gilead. Hopefully you guys not seeing that. I used to work for you guys. I love you guys, but I don't think the acquisition was very smart. And that's why they don't go anywhere. So their stock, it stays there. So I believe that what's going to happen is Gilead's going to end up being purchased by someone else at $100 a share. So I left the 200 shares of Gilead just for a potential buyout. But that's why Gilead's not going anywhere, because Gilead purchased Kite, and it was a $10 billion purchase. They have not seen the return in investments so far. So that's my humble opinion. And then I'll check. Okay. Okay. Yeah. They also bought SV for $5 billion. I hope that's a better acquisition than Kite, because Kite was not a good acquisition at all. So that's why, and obviously they cure Hep C. Gilead stock was 120, which I should have sold. They gave me stock. They gave me sign-in bonuses when I joined them. And I did not sell at a 120 when we're curing Hep C. And then we cured all the patients, and then there was no more patients. Unfortunately, investors don't want to see people getting cured. Isn't it sad? The stock tanks because you're curing people, so your patients are not dependent on medications anymore. So yeah, that's my sober story for Gilead. I could have been a lot richer if I sold it at 120, but I didn't. So
What did you actually sell it at?
I sold like most of my shares when I got fired. Not I got fired when I got laid off at a $75. but
Oh, okay.
it was still very, a lot of these shares I was buying at 40, 45. So I still made money. Some I didn't make any money, and some they gave it to me as an RSU. So I had to pay 100% taxes on that. So, which is not fun. Restriction stock units, when companies give it to you, you have to pay $100 because they're giving you 100 shares for $70 at the time, and you're paying from $0 to $70 a share. You're paying capital gains on it. So it sucks.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay.
All right.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks that you follow me. Okay. Okay. ORPH, come out, come down. Okay. It's going to behave like that. That doesn't mean it's not approved. A lot of people, I mean, the MMs are going to shake out, the scare hands. People are scared. So it's not an unusual way to see a stop loss rate and people selling right before decision because they get cold feet. So I'm gonna hold. So I either lose 5,000 or I make 40, and I like my odds. I'm sorry, I like my odds. And if I lose 5,000, I'll put it back in ARDX and I'll make it back. So it is part of the game, right, Rohan?
Yep, all part of the game.
It takes money to make money, you guys. It takes money to make money. So sometimes you gotta take a little risk. And I love some casino gambling. So my hands are sweating. I love to gamble. I do. This is like a casino, gamble from the comfort of your home. It pretty much is a gamble. So
that's yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. I did trim a little bit at 23, but I held most of it for the PDUFA announcement. So I will be on my Twitter if we get approved. I might even go live. I should even go live. I don't even know how to go live on Twitter, but I can try. So let's hope.
I think you can do it on Periscope. You have to have that app. Yeah, that's like the Twitter live app.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. IVR. Okay. I am holding IVR. Hotels are going to come back. No, that's not hotels. The mortgage. Hotels is AHT. It's not bio, but I'm holding IVR. I am holding until we reach the target, which is like $7 a share. So I don't look into, I will add in on dips. My buddy Zach is holding IVR. He hasn't sold. So it's just, it's just going to behave the way it's going to behave. But they have a really, really good, they pay dividends as well. So I'm not worried. I'm just holding and add on dips. So, and I think that's it, guys. I needed to watch. Oh, RPH. I'm sweating, guys. I'm
You gotta get back to looking at charts, huh?
I am so nervous. I'm looking at chart while I'm talking to you guys. I know Zach Moore is on Twitter. That's why, he's an IVR as well. I trust his judgment. Okay, VTGN. Okay. Oh, so okay. Happy Mohammed. I'm so glad you bought it at 10. That's awesome. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad, you guys. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Wish me luck for my PDUFA. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
All right. See you, everyone. Thanks for coming to hang out.
Bye, you guys.
Peace.